Here are 18 things that excite me about Tesla in the short to medium term. Number 1, competition dropping prices further to keep up with Tesla, forcing them into losses, or them increasing prices and then losing sales like what Porsche is doing right now. You know, this is not going to end well for Porsche. Number 2, Cybertruck crushing Morgan Stanley's expectations. They only expect 50,000 deliveries per year maximum in total once Cybertruck is ramped up. They don't think Cybertruck has any significant demand, basically. They say it is going to be a cult car despite over 1 million pre-orders. Why would they think that? But they also thought that Tesla stock was going to drop down to 67 cents split adjusted in their worst case scenario. That probably explains why. Number 3, the unveiling of that $25,000 car. A government official from Mexico said that Tesla will reveal what vehicles it will produce at the factory in Mexico when it breaks ground, which is planned to be in 3 months. Usually, there are delays though, but let's see. Still, this is quite exciting. It is also really funny how the media says Tesla did not immediately respond to a request for comment on remarks that, this is leaked information. There's not much point in commenting on leaked information, especially if it's true, because if you deny it, then you will be called a liar later. And there are always a lot of rumors about Tesla, so this is just one more. If it's not true, it doesn't make much of a difference. Tesla is better off focusing on things that actually matter. Number 4, a new factory announcement coming soon. We learned from Matthew, who spoke directly to Tom Zhu, that Giga Mexico will be built at the same time as another Gigafactory. It is not clear where Tesla will build the next factory after Mexico, but if we just look at the news, if I just search for Indonesia, Tesla, always, every 2 weeks or at least once every month, we hear about something going on in Indonesia. On the other hand, I search for Tesla, Canada, factory, and there's nothing about Tesla. Number 5. Possibly the factory in Mexico will be built faster than Giga Shanghai. This is not Giga Shanghai, but Tesla has built the factory in Shanghai in about 9 months, and Tom Zhu thinks he can do it again, but faster. However, I would keep my expectations relatively low in terms of how fast we will build it, but the thing is, we will build it, possibly super fast. Number 6 is the Tesla factory in Lathrop, which was built also very fast, and we expect it to ramp quickly. Hopefully it does, and we will soon have a better idea of what kind of margins Tesla is actually able to have from the megapacks. And lithium prices are falling quickly, and that will certainly help with the margins. I think these prices are going to keep falling. Number 7, a new delivery record. Likely a record quarter in Q1, and Q2, and Q3, and Q4. Realistically, we will probably miss one of these quarters. It's hard to say exactly which one, but if Tesla keeps growing 50% year over year, I think that's just natural that usually you will have each quarter is going to be somewhat better than the previous one. Not always, but generally that's often the trend. Number 8, potentially 2 million deliveries this year. Wall Street, however, is only at 1.8 million. And for 2030, they are still at 6.455 million. That is just embarrassing. And that really excites me. Number 9, and this one is a little bit silly, but this feels like breaking news. Elon tweeted that he just walked the production line at Tesla Giga Texas today. Well, yesterday. Number 10, I like that Tom Zhu and the whole Tesla team is taking more initiative. It is not just Elon Musk anymore. The bench is strong. The team is strong. And I'm looking forward to getting to know most of them. I would like to get to know all of them, but I don't think they will be in the public much. But I certainly expect to see more of Tom Zhu around. He's very capable. I mean, he helped build Giga Shanghai so quickly. Number 11 is the Model 3 refresh. It's coming. We know it's coming. But when exactly? Well, I think we will find out relatively soon. Number 12 is the refreshed Model Y. We know some details, not as much as we know about the Model 3 refresh, which is Project Highland. The Model Y is called Juniper. Number 13 is the Tesla van. We will probably learn more about it soon. Dave Lee thinks it is going to be a Mercedes Sprinter kind of van. It could also be a minivan or just a large SUV. It does not make much sense for Tesla to unveil the $25,000 vehicle until it is mostly ready. The sales of the Model 3 and the Model Y may be a little bit lower until that is released if the people know that they can get a cheaper Tesla. But with a van, I don't think you really have that problem. However, if that cheaper vehicle is very differentiated from the Model 3 and the Model Y, Tesla may really surprise us here and announce everything, maybe even all at once. I mean, if you believe that government official from Mexico, Tesla should announce the models that it will produce in the factory in Mexico. I'm keeping my expectations low, but that excites me. Number 14, and this is really the most important thing short term and maybe even medium term. Long term, I don't think it's that important because we know where Tesla is headed anyway. But medium to short term, what are the Q1 margins going to be is extremely important. We have had quite a few price cuts this quarter. We had the big price cut in January, and then there were more price cuts in Europe. Tesla bears are screaming that this is going to be the end of Tesla. But really, I don't think anyone knows for sure what the margins are going to be exactly. Tesla, though, specifically the CFO, said that Tesla will maintain over 20% gross margins. We'll find out very soon. Number 15 is FSD getting significantly better, and yet still many people insisting that it will never be solved. But all you have to do is just look at this and you will realize that a lot of AI technologies just sneak up on you. They come out of seemingly nowhere. And I believe the exact same thing is going to happen with full self-driving. It's inevitable. It's just a question of when, not will full self-driving be solved. Number 16 is Elon eventually stepping down as CEO from Twitter. Now, I think he will be involved with Twitter as long as he still owns Twitter, and especially when we have elections, I think that will take more of his time. But I think eventually he will step down, and he did say probably perhaps by the end of this year or maybe next year, I think is more likely. I'm keeping my expectations low, but I believe it will happen. Number 17 actually excites me almost the most, maybe even out of this whole list. Breaking down the points of Tesla bears. They do not disappoint with their FUD and their creative ways to put things in a way that you would never thought was possible. Shout out to Gordon Johnson. Number 18, more buying opportunities. You know, they will happen. The question is at what prices, but we will certainly have huge drops in a single day or a single week. I'm still accumulating, so I'm happy to buy it at a lower price because I'm planning to hold for many years, for 10 years and possibly closer to 20 years even. Now, actually, there might be one more point that may excite me even more than number 17, breaking down the points of Tesla bears. And that is being stunned again, and perhaps by Ross. It feels like Ross says something that stuns me like once every 2 weeks or so lately. The last thing that really stunned me that Ross just said recently, March 16th, 10 million deliveries for Tesla in 2030 would be amazingly successful and maybe actually possible. It's not a maybe, it's definitely possible. There you go. You have my list. This is not a complete list. Leave yours below. What excites you about Tesla, short term, medium term, and long term? And This is the Tesla stock buying opportunity explained by Elon Musk. My name is Matt Posius. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.